Check, check one. What did I drop? Okay. Drop my dongle. Don't drop the dongle. Let the people populate. Populate, people. We'll join you in the chat room real quick. Join you in the chat. Bada bing, bada bit. What's good out there, people? YouTube. Y'all hit me with 2.2K this week. I'm very excited about that. It's dope. Super dope. It's uber dope. So I'm going to give y'all a couple minutes to come through. It's going to be a fairly quick tutorial. I'm going to try to make it quick, but y'all know sometimes I start talking. People start asking me questions and whatnot. And so then I try to answer the questions. But, yeah. The topic is live stretch. Looks like I got one person. What's good? Where you at? Who you is? Who you ain't? Alright, man. You're looking at Beatmaker 3, of course. Bada bing, bada bip. I'm about to give you a quick tutorial on how to use the live stretch button. Where is it? It's right there. That's the live stretch button. Check out the live stretch button. It's pretty cool. It's pretty awesome. Couple more minutes, seconds, or whatever. Who's watching? Who's out there? Let me say what's up in the chat room. Throw a thumbs up on the video, please. And then I'm going to get to it. All right, so you guys have been following me for a minute, and I've been going from Akai MPK Mini to MPC Essentials to Beatmaker. I've been on I was on IMPC Pro for a little while. And so right now I'm on Beatmaker 3. It has captured me, enraptured my heart. So one thing that I've been doing is taking a bunch of my kits from my PC and from IMPC Pro, like this Boom Bap All Stars I got from Audio Copy. And let me play one of the loops. Melodic. I might not need that much audio on the music. Turn it down a little bit. Combo melody. Alright, so you see that. Let me throw some drums on. Alright, so with these drum kits that you can download and these melodic kits and percussion and things like that, you can just drop them into your workspace on Beatmaker 3. I have other videos for that. This video is not for that. But as you can see, I have a bunch of kits here with samples and different types of drums that I can chop up and things like that. And so you run into a problem when you're trying to make beats. One thing that you want to do is make sure that when you get sample packs that they have the key that the song is in, because you may decide that you want to map something out across the keys, right? And then you also want to make sure that you have the BPM. And the BPM is what's important right now. The BPM will determine what speed the sample plays at. And so if you have the original speed, then you can alter it. But if you don't have the original BPM, it's going to be kind of difficult, so you got to try to figure it out and blah, 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 blah. So that's what this tutorial is about. Knowing the original BPM, and if not, finding it out. There's a website, if you have a sample, like from a song, Google it, find the BPM or song BPM or .com or something like that. I can't remember what it is, but go and look for that. And you can type in the name of the artist and the song, and it'll give you, sometimes it'll have more than one BPM, so you just keep tweaking around till you find it. But you have to have the original BPM. So the live elements of Beatmaker are dope because you can do a bunch of stuff on the fly. This takes a little bit of preparation, so I'm gonna kind of take it easy on you guys, because I could just hit you with like a plethora, so I'm using my big words, of duende, you know, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna take it nice and slow like I usually do, and you guys will get a bunch of information. So I'm gonna try to make this quick, but I won't move too fast. All right, so in essence, let me tell you what I'm gonna do, and then I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take two different loops at two totally different tempos. I'm going to take those two samples, run them through the live stretch function, which is here, and then I'm going to make them bend to my submission, and whatever tempo that I put Beatmaker 3 on, those samples will compromise to play at that same BPM or same tempo. Alright, so basically it's the same as Ableton warp, or warping a sample. I think they added it on the new MPC Live. It may be on the MPC Touch as well. I haven't messed around with the Touch or the Live yet, but warping is the new sliced bread in beat making. So it's stripped out because cats that use Ableton have been doing it for years. So it's like y'all are finally catching up. But whatever. So yeah, I got some people in here. Throw some likes on the video, please. Drive me up the relevant charts. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. And in the description of this video, go and grab some of my sample packs. I got some free vocal ones, I got some drums, and I got some stuff where you can pay for and support this YouTube channel as well. Alright? You can also hit the super chat button and make a donation. You dig? Alright, so let's get to it. Let me play my first sample. I'm pretty sure this is the drums. This is a sample that I got from Loop Masters, I think. Did I get this from Loop Masters? I'm pretty sure I did. Okay, and then this next sample I found in a producer kit, a cat by the name of, let me give him his proper credit, Darrell Banks. It's called The Vault. Speaking of The Vault, there's a company called Akai and Retro Nims in conjunction with there's another company, they released The Vault this week too. So if you go on Akai.com or go into the Retro Nims audio copy store, you can get The Vault for free right now. So yeah, let me play this next sample. Mind you, let me go back to Bank A. The first sample is in 94 BPM. So make sure this defaults to 120. So the sample that you have highlighted, let me go to the next pad. You see here it's blank. When you drop the sample in, it goes to 120. So I had to bring this down to 94. Otherwise, live stretch is not going to work. So this is the original key and tempo of the sample. And so if I want to audition different times and keys, I can press on the keys on the bottom. And when I'm sample chopping, these keys also represent the chops. It's 16 keys here. So the problem without time stretching is when you play the sample, the higher the pitch, the faster the sample. But live stretch will allow you to keep the tempo of the session, but change the pitch and keep everything in time with a higher or lower pitch. All right, so with that being said, this is 94 BPM. I make sure that the sample is set to 94 BPM for 4/4 timing. All right, live stretch is off right now just for demonstration purposes. Okay, in bank B, I have the other sample, which is 125 BPM. So let's play that. So I have that on Polyphony 1. So it's good to go. Okay, one shot. Good. Try that one more time. Okay, cool. Bada bing. All right, so that's what those samples sound like. I made sure to put the BPM at 125 on the sample as well because that's the original sample. Okay, now the BPM on Beatmaker 3 defaults to 90. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play my metronome at 90, and then I'm going to play the sample. Totally out of tune. I'm sorry, not tune, totally out of time. Okay, I'm gonna play the drums as well as soon as that loops out. Okay. Totally out of time. Right. Okay, stop. All audio shut down. Okay, so now we have three different tempos actually. We have Beatmaker in 90. We have the drums 94, and the actual it's kind of like a vocal piano sample at 125. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to hit the live stretch button and turn it on that sample, and make sure you have the pad and the bank selected of which one that you want to change, because if you're on pad 2 and there's a sample there, you'll only change the BPM of that pad. So I'm going to select this sample, live stretch is on. So now I've warped the sample to play at 90 BPM from its original of 94 in any key. So let me turn on the metronome again. Totally in time. Okay, drums in sync, right? So let me go to bank B where my melody is. We'll turn live stretch. Oh, I already did that. Turn live stretch on and the metronome. No matter how high or low I play this, totally different key, still in time. Totally warped. Okay, so now how this comes into play when I go to my workspace and I don't have any controllers connected, so you guys are going to see me do this with my hands. I'm going to create a piano roll here, a MIDI section. Oh, I have select. I'm going to create a section here, and I'm going to create a section here. Double tap. Okay, I can see from earlier where the note is that I drew in. Okay, I'm going to draw. No, not there. There. Draw that note in. And then when I play, totally in time. Let's just say I don't like that. And I want to play the drums at a higher key. And I want to play the sample at a lower key. Actually, I can keep that. Back to my workspace, song area. I'm going to go back to my sample section. That's pretty dope right there. So I'm going to record that, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now I have 2 samples in sync with my BPM on Beatmaker, right? So let's just say we have these samples exactly where we want them looping, but we have, I don't know, this is a 90 BPM sample or session. Let's just say we have a trap rapper that comes in and says, man, I want something at 125. So we'll just change the BPM of the session to 125. And keep in mind that when you have a sample that is low in number, like 65, you can always double it and make it 130 and it'll still work. In the live warp section, as well as if you have something that's 140, you can in the live section you can make it 70. All right, so I'm gonna hit play. I changed the BPM to 125 in the session, so automatically the live warp will change both of these to 125. Okay, so that has been this tutorial. Let me check in the live section if I have any questions. Otherwise, I'm up out of here. Charles Woods, message retracted. That's the first time I've ever seen somebody retract a message. All right, cool. So my next tutorial is going to be pretty heavy, guys. It's not going to be a live one. I'm going to actually put that one out hardcore. Please comment, like, subscribe on the actual video when it's published. Follow me on Instagram Look for me on Twitter, Facebook, all of that good stuff. I'm on there. Subscribe to the channel, like this video.
It's 10 o'clock.
It's 10 o'clock. Go and grab my drum kits. My Mac announces the time, the hour on the hour, like an old grandfather clock. Kind of like one of those things I like to have. Anyways. Peace.